Welcome back, coin collectors and history lovers. You're watching Coin's Numismatic series. Today, we're diving into something truly exciting. Presidential $1 coins. Yes, those golden beauties minted as part of an ambitious series to honor the legacy of America's presidents. But here's the twist: we're not just looking at any dollar coins. We're talking about the rare, valuable, historically rich. These coins are the real treasures of modern U.S. coinage. Let's jump right in with our first spotlight, none other than the second president of the United States, a founding father whose coin commands serious attention in the numismatic world. John Adams, second president. 1797-1801 $1 coin in excellent condition. The John Adams Presidential $1 coin was the second release in the Presidential Dollar series, following George Washington, and was struck in 2007. While millions were minted, finding one in exceptional, gem uncirculated condition, especially with errors or unique qualities, can skyrocket its value far beyond its face value. Historically, John Adams was one of the key architects of American independence, a fierce intellectual, and a central figure in the early republic. This coin pays tribute to his term as president from 1797 to 1801. Following George Washington's monumental leadership. The coin's reverse showcases the iconic Statue of Liberty, a standard image across the Presidential Dollar series, but it's the obverse where things get particularly interesting for collectors. On the obverse, you'll find a dignified, forward-facing portrait of Adams, with his name engraved above the image, the inscription "Second President 1797-1801" beneath. The artist, Joel Liskowitz, designed the portrait, and it was sculpted by Charles Vickers. The rendering is deliberately formal, symbolizing Adams' role in guiding the fledgling republic during one of its most formative times. Now let's talk about design features and inscriptions. Unlike traditional coins with reeded edges, these presidential dollars stand out thanks to their edge inscriptions, a numismatic innovation at the time. For John Adams' dollar, the edge carries inscriptions like "E pluribus unum," "In God We Trust," and the year of minting 2007. But here's where it gets fascinating. Due to a production error early in the minting, a significant number of Adams dollars were released, missing these edge inscriptions entirely. These so-called Godless dollars are among the most collectible in the entire series. Imagine a minting mishap turned into a numismatic jackpot. These error coins can fetch anywhere from $100 to $2,000 or more, depending on condition and certification. The error occurred when the edge lettering process failed or was skipped entirely, something that normally wouldn't happen in the highly automated and controlled U.S. mint environment. Further adding to the rarity, collectors often seek first day of issue or mint state 67+ or higher certified examples. The more pristine and higher graded the coin, the more value it holds. Coins certified by NGC or PCGS in top-tier condition, especially with edge lettering errors, have sold for impressive premiums at auctions. And it's not just about errors. Even regular John Adams dollars, in SP specimen condition or satin finish, especially those from U.S. mint sets, are of high collector interest, with a mintage of over 112 million from Philadelphia and another 112 million from Denver. These aren't rare in number, but pristine versions, especially with clean strikes and full edge inscriptions, are surprisingly scarce due to poor circulation habits and early skepticism about the series. Another interesting point is how collectors now value this coin, not just for its numismatic quirks, but also as a tangible connection to a president often overshadowed by Washington and Jefferson. The Presidential Dollar series brought Adams back into popular consciousness. And owning a coin like this is owning a piece of that historical rediscovery. Let's now turn our attention to the next presidential powerhouse on our list, a true Renaissance man, principal author of the Declaration of Independence, and a leader whose coin holds powerful collector appeal. Thomas Jefferson, 3rd President 1801-1809 $1 coin in excellent condition. The Thomas Jefferson Presidential Dollar was released in August 2007 as the third coin in the Presidential $1 coin program. And let's be clear, Jefferson is not just a favorite among historians. He's a cornerstone figure in American heritage, and this coin carries that weight with pride. The obverse of the Jefferson coin features a strong profile portrait, left-facing, calm, intellectual. Designed once again by Joel Liskowitz and sculpted by Charles Vickers, it shows Jefferson with a slight upward gaze, perhaps symbolizing his visionary leadership. Around the portrait are the inscriptions "Thomas Jefferson, 3rd President," and the years of his presidency 1801 to 1809. As with the Adams dollar, The edge features E pluribus unum, In God We Trust, and the mint year again, 2007. And once again, error coins emerged during the minting process. Missing edge lettering, doubled edge lettering, and even partial inscriptions make these Jefferson coins a prime target for collectors. But what elevates Jefferson's coin in particular is its deep historical resonance. Jefferson was the mind behind the Louisiana Purchase, a lover of architecture, and the founder of the University of Virginia. His presidential dollar reflects a strong sense of classicism, subtly alluding to Jefferson's affinity for Enlightenment ideals and neoclassical architecture. The mintage for Jefferson's dollar was approximately 100 million from the Philadelphia Mint and a similar amount from the Denver Mint. Yet, as with other coins in this series, finding one in flawless condition, such as MS67 or higher, is quite rare. Coins in such grades, especially with edge lettering errors, can command $500 to over $1,500 depending on market conditions, auction setting, and certification. Special collector interest also focuses on satin finish coins from the 2007 U.S. Mint uncirculated coin sets. These sets included specially prepared coins that were never released into circulation, giving them a distinct texture and strike quality. Jefferson satin finish coins, especially in high grade, are now seen as premium collectibles. Additionally, some Jefferson $1 coins exhibit rotated edge lettering where the edge text doesn't align properly with the obverse and reverse orientation. These anomalies, while subtle, catch the eye of serious error collectors and can significantly raise the coin's value. The presidential dollar series as a whole suffered from poor public uptake, and many of these coins went straight into long-term storage at Federal Reserve banks. That's why locating a Jefferson dollar in excellent condition with full, bold edge inscriptions, or better yet, with an edge error, makes it all the more significant. Jefferson was, after all, a polymath president, and owning this coin is like holding a micromuseum of his intellectual legacy in your hand. Alright, we've covered the founding fathers, and now we shift the spotlight to a president from a later, turbulent chapter of American history. Coming in strong at number 3 is a coin that surprises many collectors with its rarity and value potential. Get ready for a journey to the era of manifest destiny. James K. Polk, 11th President, 1845 to 1849, $1 coin in excellent condition. James K. Polk's presidential $1 coin was issued in 2009 as the 11th coin in the series. At first glance, Polk might seem like an outlier among the giants like Jefferson and Adams, but that's exactly why this coin is such a hidden gem. Polk was a president of action expanding the U.S. territory significantly and reshaping the nation's future. The obverse features a right-facing portrait of Polk, designed and sculpted by Susan Gamble and Charles Vickers. His depiction is sharp, austere, reflecting his serious demeanor. Inscriptions around the portrait read James K. Polk, 11th President, and the years 1845 to 1849. The reverse, like all presidential dollars, features the Statue of Liberty, a standard motif throughout the series. Edge inscriptions include E pluribus unum, In God We Trust, and the minting year 2009. But here's what sets the Polk dollar apart: lower mintage numbers and more elusive error variations. Only 46.6 million coins were minted in Philadelphia, and just 41.7 million in Denver, a noticeable drop compared to earlier presidents in the series. This relative scarcity makes pristine, high-grade Polk coins highly desirable. Coins certified at MS67 or higher, especially those with errors, can command prices upwards of $1,000 to $3,000. Some error coins have been found with missing edge inscriptions, misaligned lettering, or unusual die cracks, each one potentially increasing the coin's value exponentially. Another unique collectible angle is the proof versions struck at the San Francisco Mint. These are part of annual proof sets and are sought after for their mirror-like finish and deep strike clarity. Collectors value these for their sheer beauty and perfection. Even more desirable are the first strike or early release coins certified by PCGS or NGC with special labels, particularly in flawless PR7 ODCAM condition. The Polk dollar also appeals to history buffs and collectors with a penchant for the Mexican-American War period. Polk's expansionist policies shaped the American Southwest, and his presidency marked a turning point in U.S. territorial growth. For collectors who link coins to national narrative, the Polk dollar is more than currency, it's a marker of a controversial yet transformative era. And again, Due to general public disinterest in using dollar coins for transactions, many Polk dollars were never widely circulated. This gives excellent condition examples, especially those pulled directly from mint rolls or sets, an added value layer. As demand for error coins and low mintage variants increases, Polk's coin is positioned to become a top-tier investment piece in modern U.S. numismatics. So there you have it, 3 presidential coins, 3 pieces of history, and 3 opportunities for collectors to uncover real value hiding in plain sight. Whether it's the founding philosophy of Adams and Jefferson or the territorial ambition of Polk, each coin tells a story, and that story might just be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the top 3 expensive presidential $1 coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell so you never miss a journey into numismatic treasures with us. Got one of these coins in your collection? Drop a comment below, we'd love to hear your story. Until next time, keep collecting, keep exploring, and remember, every coin has a story waiting to be told.